Hello, dear students. This is about the fourth chapter of SS1, British Exploitation and Resistance. Let's watch an extract. Read it carefully. It explains during the British rule, the people believed that the British were responsible for all their miseries. So they decided to boycott British products. And here we are going to discuss the deepness of the British exploitation and the resistance started by the natives against the British rule. In the 7th and ninth classes, you have already learned about the establishment of the British rule in India, how the British conquered the princely states, and what are the military forces they used, and the exploitation through the diplomatic strategies, etc. The Indian continent was controlled by the British during the span of 100 years from 1757 to 1857. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 laid the foundation of the British Empire, and the War of Independence in 1857 opened their political supremacy in India. Let's watch a map on the screen. It is the British regions during 1857. From the extract, we have already learned the fact that the British exploited the Indian people at its deepest level. It was the land revenue system implemented by the British that destroyed the backbone of the farmers. The tax policy was to maximize the income of the British rule. Look at the table that explains the different land revenue systems and the regions the rule were implemented. These are the features of the land revenue settlement. One of the important land revenue tax or rule implemented by the British in India. These are the major features of the Raitwari system introduced in South India. Look at the screen again. These are the characteristics of the Mahalwari system. Here we have learned three land revenue systems introduced by the British. These systems directly influenced the farmers. The common features of the three land revenue systems was hike of the tax and the payment of tax in cash. When they were unable to pay tax in the form of money before the deadline, they had to take loans from the money lenders at a high rate of interest. The loans were obtained by mortgaging agriculture land. The agriculture land of the farmers who could not pay back the loan and interest was seized by the money lenders. These are the impact of this land revenue system. We have already learned that the farmers during the British rule were compelled to cultivate crops according to the market needs. As a result, commercial crops were largely cultivated instead of food crops. This transformation is known as commercialization of agriculture. And there is a table for you which gives the details of the commercial crops and the regions where they cultivated. The next point we are going to discuss is the revolt started by the farmers against the British exploitation. The first among them was Indigo Revolt. Indigo was used for dyeing when there was no artificial colors were used. After the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, the textile industry in England reached at its zenith, so it resulted into the demand for indigo. Thus, it was the necessary for the British industrialists to get indigo plantation spread to more regions in India. So they offered much to the farmers for a good indigo crops. Look at the screen. These are the important points of reasons that resulted into the revolt from the indigo field. In 1859, the farmers of Bengal organized themselves and declared that they were giving up indigo cultivation. They attacked indigo factories with bows and arrows, swords and spears. Several women also participated in the revolt. Hearing the news, several educated people from Calcutta reached the revolt areas and extended their support. The government immediately appointed a commission to study the problems of the indigo farmers. The commission found that the indigo farming was uneconomic and proposed to stop it.